guys, the Chica Chica is back. It's been forever since I've done an Indian get ready with me, so I thought I'd show you guys how I did this really pretty peach golden look, so let's just get straight into the video. For my foundation, I'm using two Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation sticks. This is my favorite foundation of the moment. It just looks so beautiful. So I'm using a lighter color on the center of my face and a more bronzy color on the outer perimeter. I just really love the way this looks. It makes my face look like it has dimension. It looks very natural. To blend it all out, I'm adding 3 drops of my Farsali Rose Gold Elixir to my damp beauty blender. I absolutely love this method to blend out my foundation. It really melts the foundation into your skin. It doesn't make it look cakey. It just makes it look really smooth and nice and glowy. And I am all about that glow. So to highlight the centers of my face and conceal my under eye, I'm using my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea concealer in the color light medium. And I know it looks like I'm applying a lot of product, but this stuff is amazing. It's very lightweight, but it has beautiful coverage and it feels very, very light on the skin. Lately, I've been loving incredibly light feeling makeup on my skin, and I'm just blending that out with my damp beauty blender. To set that under eye in place and to set my centers of my face in place, I'm using the Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. And I'm just picking up a little bit of this on my damp beauty blender and setting all of the areas that I want to set in place. I'm not baking with this. I personally don't like to heavily bake. I just like to use my damp beauty blender and pick it up and just kind of set everything in place. I'm also using my beauty blender to contour. So to contour today, I'm using my Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate in the Intensity 2. I use my beauty blender for pretty much everything, for highlight, contour, concealer, foundation, blush, everything. I've even used it for eyeshadow. It's awesome. So if you guys want a full tutorial using the beauty blender, I can totally do that for you guys. So after I do my contour, I'm just taking the powdered side from my beauty blender and just chiseling out that contour a little more. And now I'm being a little bit more precise with my contour. So I'm grabbing a skinnier brush from MAC and I'm contouring my lips and my nose. I have a very narrow nose. It's very, very skinny. So I like to contour it lately to make it look wider. So I'm going on the areas on the side of my nose and kind of extending the width of my nose. As you can see, it gives the illusion that my nose has gotten wider, which I love lately. So just doing that and then blending it out with my damp beauty blender. For my bronzer today, I'm using the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion in the color 35i. I'll have all the products that I'm using listed in the description box below in the order that I use them, just so it's easier for you guys to find out what I'm using. I was so late this day, so I didn't get a chance to film product close-ups, which I'm really sorry about. Then for blush, I'm using Topaz highlighter from Becca. To make my cheeks look more appley, I'm using the Hourglass Ambient Strobe Powder in the color Brilliant. I actually saw Irene doing this and I was like, that is genius. I need to try it out, and I have been loving it lately. So thanks, Irene! So I'm also taking that Ambient Strobe Powder on the bridge of my nose, tip of my nose, and my Cupid's bow. I've been liking a very subtle highlight in the center of my face lately and a really strong highlight on the cheek. I live for a strong cheek highlight. Now for that intense cheek highlight, I'm using Oh Darling highlighter from MAC, which is a really beautiful, strong, golden highlight. And I was like, yes, this is what I want for my cheekies. I was going for a really golden bronze look and I wanted a little bit of peach. And then I needed a little bit more highlighter mustache, so I added a little bit more on there. Moving on to the eyes, I'm using the Tom Ford Cream and Powder Eye Color in the color Golden Peach. This came out with his new summer collection. I think it's a Sephora exclusive or something, but it is beautiful. If you can get your hands on these duos, they are a bomb. So I'm just using the cream eyeshadow all over my lid and kind of winging it out with a synthetic fluffy brush. Then I'm taking the powder eyeshadow, which is kind of like a really glittery type of finish. It's so beautiful, and I'm just using my fingers to apply this all over my entire lid. This duo gives you that wet eyelid look, which I absolutely love. It's so beautiful. Then for my inner corner, I'm just highlighting it with the MAC Oh Darling highlight that I used on the high points of my cheeks. For my crease, I'm using a matte peach eyeshadow from MAC called Ablaze, and I'm just using a big fluffy brush just to blend this into my crease and kind of wing out my eyeshadow and add a little bit more depth and dimension. I'm also taking this color onto my lower lash line and connecting it to the top wing just to smoke it out a little and add a little something something to the lower lash line as well. I wanted a really peachy and glowy look and nothing too smoldering on the eyes, so I decided to go for a nude in the waterline just to open up my eyes, make them look brighter and wider, more doll-like. And then I'm going to be popping on a wing liner. I haven't done wing liner in so long, so it was a little bit of a struggle, but we did it. So I'm just using my Stila eyeliner pen to create a little wing. Nothing too intense because I didn't want to take away from that eyeshadow because it's such a beautiful color. Please, if you guys can get your hands on it, please do. It's awesome. I talked about that eyeshadow way too much. Anyways, eyeliner's done. Now I'm just going to set my eyebrows in place first with my Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, and while those kind of dry, I'm going to line my lips with my Marc Jacobs Honeybun Lip Liner, and I'm going to use a lip gloss today from Soap & Glory, and this one is called Pinkwell. This is a plumping gloss. I absolutely love the Soap & Glory plumping glosses. They're my favorite. So now that the brows are set, I'm just going to fill them in with my Anastasia Brow Wiz in the color Ebony, and I'm just straightening out the brow and thickening it up just a little bit, and then we're going to move on to mascara. I'm layering 2 mascaras today. I'm using the L'Oreal Miss Manga Punk. Is it Punk or Rock? It's one of those, but it is an amazing mascara. It makes your lashes super thick and long and voluminous and dark. And then I'm taking my Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir just to fan my lashes out a little bit and make them a little bit more fluttery. So once the mascara is done, I'm just going to go off camera and blow dry my hair and change out of my pajamas, and the entire look is done. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give me a great big thumbs up if you did, and if you want to see some more Indian kind of get ready with me videos. Please subscribe if you want to see some more of me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!